Hello everybody and welcome to the brand new playthrough for the American Entertainment Channel. This is going to be a Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke. Now, what makes a Nuzlocke different than a regular playthrough is that a Nuzlocke is meant to make the game harder. That's just the way it is. It's just meant to make the game harder. If you already know what a Nuzlocke is, I will put in the description the time that the actual game will start. But for those of you who don't know what a Nuzlocke is, there are some rules that you follow in Nuzlocke to make the game harder. The first rule, first and foremost, if a Pokemon that you have gets KO'd, knocked out, faints, whatever you want to call it, it is considered dead. At that point, I can't do anything with it. I either have to box it or release it. That's just the way it is. So if my Charizard, if I do have one, for example, later on gets knocked out, then I can't use it anymore. Plain and simple. The next rule is that I have to nickname every single Pokemon that I capture. The reason for this is that it's supposed to create a stronger bond with your Pokemon. And I know it sounds stupid, but that's the way it works. And trust me, it works, because I have done, like, I guess you say dry Nuzlocks where I didn't record it. It was just something I was doing off screen, and I got my heart felt like it was being ripped out by a Beedrill fainting, which is just ridiculous. But at the same time, it helped me get through Erica's gym, because all the rest of my Pokemon that I had at the time just could not cut it. I got the Weedle out, leveled it up, got it on par, and it whooped Erica's ass. So yeah, the whole nickname thing does create a stronger bond. Now, the next rule, and there's going to be a sub-rule to this. The next rule is that whatever the first Pokemon that you run onto a route is, you have to try and catch. That means Route 1, if I run into a Pidgey the first time, I have to catch that Pidgey. Route 2, if I run into a Rattata, I have to try and catch that Rattata. Now, if I don't catch it, it's just done. I can't catch any other Pokemon on that route. I can't do anything else with them. Now, the sub-rule that I'm going to implement, it's actually two rules now that I think about it. The first rule is that I'm going to do what is a dupes clause. And what a dupes clause means is that if I do run into that Pidgey on Route 1 and I catch it, then I run into another Pidgey on Route 2 as my first Pokemon. Since I've already caught the previous Pidgey, I can choose not to catch that Pokemon. I pass it up and I go on to the next Pokemon that appears on the route that I do not have possession of. Now, for example, if I run into a Pidgey on Route 1 and I fail to catch it, like it gets KO'd, runs away, whatever, then I run into a Pidgey on Route 2, just because I ran into that Pidgey on Route 1, I cannot skip it because I did not catch that Pidgey on Route 1. So that's how that works. Secondly, if we get to a point to where I can't proceed, because let's say, for example, I need a Pokemon that learns Surf. I don't have any Pokemon that can learn Surf. I then will allow myself what is called an hidden machine, or HM slave, where that Pokemon is used specifically only for HMs. It is not used for battle or anything else. It is just there to be an HM slave. So those are the basic rules that I'm following. It's just to make the game harder and to just make it more fun, at least in my opinion. Without further ado, let's get this playthrough started. So let's go over to our PC here. Whoops. Get that all-important potion withdrawn. Whoops, come on. I'm also playing with the joystick the first time because the emulator that I'm using, for some reason, it doesn't support the directional buttons. Like, I can press up and it brings that screen up. But yet I set it to be the bumper buttons, which those still work, which is really weird. For some reason, it's only the up button that's doing that. I don't understand it. So, let's see. Oh, wait, that's right. We gotta go to the grass first. I'm not going to read like what everybody says. If you want me to read it for you, I can. Just let me know in the comment section of the videos. What I probably am going to do with, just like how I was doing with the videos the second time around that I was uploading, is that I'm just going to record a huge block and just cut the video up in like 15-20 minute segments. And so it may take a couple of episodes for me to start reading it off. But trust me, I will be seeing your comments. Alright, so another aspect of the Nuzlocke that I'm going to implement, I didn't explain this earlier, but it's that normally people, when we do a Nuzlocke, the channel gets to decide what Pokemon that the person is going to use by, you know, voting. Hey, I want you to use Bulbasaur, I want you to use Squirtle, I want you to use Charmander. Well, given that this is a brand new playthrough and I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, I'm going to do it a different way that they allow in the Nuzlocks. It's based off of your trainer ID. Now, it's the last number of your trainer ID. And the way that it works is that if I have trainer ID 1 through 3, then I have to pick the Bulbasaur. If it's 4 through 6, I have to pick the Squirtle. If it's 7 through 9, I have to pick the Charmander. Now, if the last number in my trainer ID is a 0, it becomes dealer's choice. So what that means is I get to pick the Pokemon that we play with. In future Nuzlocks, if I get more subscriptions, you know, higher viewer counts, then I will start doing it as a vote. But as for this playthrough, we're going to do it based off of the trainer ID. So here we go. Let's see here. Last number is a 6. So that means that I have to pick the Squirtle. Honestly, I would rather have the Charmander just to make it a little bit harder, but I also didn't want to, you know, make this just based off of my preferences. Alright, so let's see here. What should I name Squirtle? First thing that pops in my head is Leonardo, thanks to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so that's what I'll do, Leonardo. Alright, let's check out the Squirtle here. Hopefully we got a good nature here. Adamant nature. No, we did not get a good nature. I know it raises attack. I don't remember. I think it lowers special, which is what we don't want to happen. But them are the breaks. And, I mean, we could run into a way better water Pokemon later. Well, I guess there are no way better water Pokemon, but we can run into a Pokemon that could better suit us. Alright, Gary, let's do this. Alright. I suppose it's good that we're Adamant starting off because, I mean, this will make this battle a little easier. Still, would have liked to have a special attack nature, but we do what we can. Yeah, no duh. You make him battle to toughen him up, you moron. Alright. I think our Pokemon's fully healed, but let's double check here. Make sure I don't want to get caught in the grass and just lose my Let's Play right here. Oh, one caveat to this is that since I don't have any Pokeballs, the official Nuzlocke has not started in the way that you have to catch the first Pokemon you run into. Because obviously I can't catch it if I don't have the Pokeballs. So normally this Rattata would be the first Pokemon that I would run into and I would have to catch it. But no Pokeballs, so I can't catch it. So the rule does not apply yet. And a lot of people don't do this, but I am going to do it to where even if I don't have my Pokeballs and the Nuzlocke isn't officially started as people put it, if I get knocked out before I get the Pokeballs, this playthrough's over. Let's see here. Anybody else remember the original Viridian City song? Every time I come here and I see that Viridian City sign pop up, I just keep thinking, you know, I'm on the road to Viridian City. I'm on the road to Viridian City. The frickin' Pokemon songs in the original Pokemon were just catchy as hell, and it made my childhood. I don't think anybody in here gives anything. Nope. How'd you know I came from Pallet Town? Jeez, do I have a Pallet Town name tag on me? Jacket? I don't understand how he knows I'm from Pallet Town. Oh. Sorry about the brief delay there. My kitty decided it wanted to climb all over me. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, I don't think you guys give anything either. God, it's been at least, what, 5 years since I played this? Let's see here. Let me talk. Come on. Oh. Wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, I guess it just describes. You know, I'm actually kind of hoping that I run into a Beedrill, because I explained it in my update video, or did I? I don't remember. I actually recorded that update video a few different times, and it just never recorded right. But I got a different software, and that seems to be working fine. But I had explained it before where I was doing the nicknames, and I had a Beedrill, and it kicked Erica's butt. So, I mean, I hope I get an Air Beedrill. I think that would be awesome. But honestly, for this playthrough, I kind of hope that I get a lot of... How can I say this? Underused Pokemon? And I'm not talking about Smogon tiers. I mean Pokemon that people normally don't use, just to make it more interesting. I guess I tend to just like to make it a little bit harder on myself. Well, too bad. I'm going to visit your sister anyways. She better have dinner ready. Thank you, Daisy. Let's see, I think I didn't run into any... Nope, I didn't. Alright. Alright, so now the Nuzlocke has officially started, I guess you could say. So whatever Pokemon I run into first on this route, I have to try and catch. So let's see what I get. And the first one is a Pidgey. Alright, back here. Alright, so let's see. What am I going to name this Pidgey? Suppose I could name it Bird Jesus. No. I did it again. Okay. I don't know. Ariana's coming to mind, so we'll name her Ariana. Whoops. Go back. Went over too far. I gotta find a way to make it to where I could just play with the directional buttons, because playing with the joystick for a Pokemon game is a little irritating. Let's see here. Docile nature. I believe that's a neutral nature, so it doesn't increase or decrease anything. Alright, Ariana, welcome to the team here. Alright, time to do some training here for Ariana here. Good, they're the same level. But of course the Rattata is quicker. I try not to switch train when I can, but unfortunately this is one of those times where I'm going to have to do that. Of course, I would have known the Rattata was going to do that, I would have just attacked, but I couldn't take that risk. Now I'm about to lose a Pokemon this early on. I know I could just switch train from there, but I'm going to get her back up to full health here. And I would just cut past the training, but then there's always that chance that somebody will think that my Pokemon got knocked out and that I cut it out not to show it. And I want to have full transparency on this playthrough. I might speed it up though. If I do, it'll be sped up after this part here. Oh good, it KO'd.